All right, hi everyone. So I've decided to go ahead and just start creating a video series for the every other day card pulls that I've been doing, which is part of an Instagram series that I started maybe about a month or two ago. You can check it out on Instagram. I have my social media handles listed below. At any rate, I'm just going to go through, similarly to what I did for the first set of videos, I'm going to do a general collective reading, which is going to be comprised of 2 cards, an oracle and a tarot card. And then I will do some follow-up readings for each of the elements of the signs. So make sure to check out those videos after you've watched this one. Okay, so coming up first, we have Narrow Pathway from the Sacred Traveler Oracle, and it says tread thoughtfully. And I really just like that card coming up. I've seen it a few times, both in personal readings, client readings, and I can't remember if it's come up or not in one of the collective readings, but it just sort of is an affirmation that, you are on the right path, but that sort of knowing that, right? I guess I really look at it as like, maybe a lesson in hubris, right? Like just really sort of remembering to remain grounded and remain focused on what your end goal is, to always remember to, of course, treat people with kindness and compassion, to always making sure that you're thinking through, what it is that you're doing and why, does this ultimately serve your higher purpose or not? And then we have sort of coming up next to that at the bottom of the deck. I know I said it would be 2 cards, but sometimes I like to just look at the bottom of the deck, 2 of the cards. So we have Wandering Path, enjoy the journey. So again, I don't think tread thoughtfully is like anything sort of alarming. I think it's just sort of saying, this is your particular path, and other people have their particular path, and our paths are not necessarily supposed to look the same. In certain cases, our paths overlap, and we're here to, learn from each other and love each other. And, people come sort of cycle in and out of our lives, and that's okay. People, places, and things, everything is subject to change. I really like that saying, change is the only constant, because that's so true. And as soon as you sort of recognize that, but realize that you have the power to determine what the change looks like for you and what your path looks like and what you will and will not tolerate, what you will and will not do. That's very powerful. That's coming from a place of empowerment. So we have here, coming up from the Morgan Greer Tarot, the 10 of Wands, which is laying down your burdens, So again, this is like, if there's anything that, is burdensome to you right now, if there's anything that just sort of doesn't feel right and doesn't sit well with your spirit, it's time to just put that to the side, whether that's a relationship, if that's a work situation, if that's, a friendship, whatever it is that it might be that is, maybe burdening you. Spirit's really saying, let that stuff go, and this has really been the energy of the season, really, quite frankly, and has been, for the better part of this year, if not for some people, several years. People move through energies differently. And so, it may or may not, this guidance may or may not apply to everyone exactly right now. You may have already done this. You may already be on the narrow pathway of doing this. You may be sort of honing in on a more narrow pathway, and that's super powerful. So we have coming up here at the bottom of the Morgan Greer Tarot, the World card. So definitely the end of cycles, closing out of cycles, starting a new beginning. And this is just saying, you can have whatever it is that you want. You can build whatever it is that you want. I posted earlier today, I have no limitations, as an affirmation. It's like the sky's really the limit here. So it's just sort of decide what it is that you want and then go forward. So thank you so much for tuning into that general collective every other day card reading. Do check out the videos for the other signs, again, by element. And if you like this, please share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in a couple of days. Thanks. Bye.